Okay, so thank you for the, you would say, positive comments. I really feel inspired by them because maybe at the first year, and all the sudden the meditational stuffs and the channeling stuffs and all that things made me, wow, everything is new, everything is exciting, everything is interesting. But then maybe after, I don't know, from the channeling itself, like after 3 years, it's like I still feel that I want to do the things that I want to do. Well, human things. And but I wanted to share is that how do you actually get into channeling? How do you actually get closer to it? What are the steps that because well, I don't like to say something about maybe let's say others, but well, I've maybe here in Latvia I do the channeling, I teach channeling to other people, and it's they are like divided into many levels. Like the first level is that you get some feelings, you get some intuitions, you get something like this, and then you share this, and then you share this. There is the I know on the internet there you can find the I believe Daryl who channels the Bashar. When I started channeling, there was like difficult because there's no information about what happens, what it is, how do you do it, what are the side effects, overdosed energies, everything, because I was feeling like dizzy, sick, the back of the neck was really stressed out, everything like, oh man, what's going on, and I found the Daryl, he shares like many videos where the Bashar speaks, but I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in the what the Daryl himself went through, what is his experiences. I know that he channels for I don't know, 20 years or something. I don't know, like a huge experience. But in that experience, you get many information from the entities, different entities or the same entity. And when the channeling itself happens and the questions get to replay, the same questions all the time, there is no reason actually for channeling itself to happen. There's like, you can get into the channeling state to get the energy down, but you don't need to have the communication, because all the answers to all the questions that have been asked before are all already in the channeler's mind, and it's like there's no reason for channeling. It's like just into that channeling state you get some kind of mind replays the answer again. But if you ask the same question with, okay, yeah, but what I meant is from a different side, and then the being's like, oh, something new, and they jump in quickly, from what side? And then like they continue to ask these questions, like, okay, and then they start speaking from that point of view, the same question from a different point of view. But when I was going through, after the channeling started to happen, I started to search online, like who others like teach the channeling, and there was the Daryl's art of channeling, or something like channeling workshop or something. I don't know what is it name of workshop, but there's like a lesson how do you do actually channeling. And what I what I felt is that many people watch the Bashar's channeling, and they have went also like all videos that are able to be downloaded online, and they have come across this step that you just need to relax and let everything flow through you. And many people, when I was thinking, yeah, this is how it is, yeah, this is the same, But I believe that many people get confused by this because channeling itself is really a deep state of energy flow, a really deep state of energy doses, you would say, also, because many people here in Latvia also who I've taught to do channeling, many of them are gifted by birth. Many of them have been no clue of what channeling is, and they are channeling already. Cosmical, like channeling, like I could explain, like we with my friends come together, we start talking, doing stuff, and then all of a sudden, hey, who wants to channel? And there's one guy, oh, I want to channel. And I was like, okay, now let's see how the other channel. And he just pops into the channeling state instantly, and he starts speaking like, yes, and there is a man who will come soon to you with a taxi. And there was a girl who called, actually, taxi. And you tell this guy that he needs to relax. He was richer. He paid more attention to his health. He ate healthy, but now he works in a taxi. He's more poor, and he is losing his grasp of health, and so on and so on and so on. And then they are like, okay. And then the taxi comes like a half hour later, and the girl's like asking this taxi, hey, you earlier were here, like, check the information, and he was like, yeah, but he doesn't believe any of this channeling stuff. But she said, yeah, me neither, but does this information match? He said, yeah, exactly match. And there's another lady also who does channel. Sometimes I'm like, nah, why cannot I do such things? I get like also such things, but they are like, when I drive, I like, okay, what does this happen? Oh, okay, everything is okay. I know. Or sometimes I sit next to a man, and his dead friend comes, and wants to talk with him, and then we start talking. But another lady, she's like, she sits down. He looks at the person. You have a mother whose name is, for example, Lily. They said yes, and she has hair like this. The man's like, yes. And you have 4 children. He said, yes. How do you know all this? Stop, we don't have enough time. You have like an hour of session, and all information. And they are like in a shock. How do you know all this? And what I want to say is that this is the state of channeling. This is the state of reading energies, reading information, because I've seen many channelers online by the workshop of the Dariel's the workshop, where you get confused by this information. That what I meant is that you go into the channeling state and you just sit down, close your eyes, do stuff of breathing, and then you like, whatever comes, you just say it. And then you activate your mind. Okay, I want to talk about trees. Oh yeah, trees are green, trees are big, trees are small, trees are whatever, And this is not about letting it go. This is about something else. This is the confusion, because those people who have not felt a deep energy state, or deep meditative state, deep, I would call it. Disabled mind, or mind is completely shut down. When you enter your inner energies, when you enter your inner state, inner peace, inner calmness, inner relaxation, inner deep meditation state, and then you let go. By if somebody asks you a question, you can get, and you are a complete antenna. Then you are a complete antenna, and then the more detailed or the more relaxed you are, the more closer, more deeper into the energies, and the more energies come to you, if it is necessary. And this is the common question for those who channel, that the entity asks, what are you interested in? They don't come share information unless there is a created topic. But the most common question is, why are you interested in this? Why do you want to know this? and they give the questions like, because what I understood is that no entity comes in our world and just pops its belief systems, pops its this is how it is and nothing else, and bye bye, you think like this. Because what I understood is that the higher beings, entities, or the entities overall, they don't have the allowance to just come here and tell whatever they have on their mind. And also many beings are not gifted with this huge ability that we have, like the mind. And many entities are clear thinking. They don't even have the ability to think. They are clear in what they do and why they do it. We as humans, we have the ability to like think 10 times over and over again, because many times in audience where I channel, there are like group of people, and after the seminars, then Rico is telling, yeah, but you just look at the people. They ask, what do they need to have in order for their energies to be like lifted, and the people they ask this question and they gave the answer, like whatever the answer may be in particular question. But the thing is that, for example, the answer many times is, yeah, just start feeling happier, excited, start moving, start laughing, activate yourself, and then you will rise your energies, and then you will get more closer and closer to the channeling state. But when you say to people this, they are like, an interesting idea, let me think, and the humans start thinking again, and they start thinking again, and they are not even interested in the answer. They're not even paying attention to the answer. It doesn't mean like the answer is useless or something. It means that in overall, in their beingness, they still think. They still think a lot. And this is many times with the entities that they come here, they don't even actually want to share information, because the humans, they will continue to think many things, whatever the thoughts may be at that point. How you call the intersection lights are down, so I need to look around whether there are no crazy cars driving here, because this is the biggest intersection of where the crashes happen, because it's on the highway. Alright, so and okay, this is my chance. Okay, go car, yeah, and I have a trailer on the end. About the letting it go, you get into the deeper channeling state. Like the meditation state. Somebody I have heard it called the alpha state. It may be also the hypnosis state. The state is something between. Well, you have to learn meditation. You don't have to learn it. You have to practice it. You don't read books to do meditation. You just practice. No thought meditation. And breathing. Breathing is really important, because through breathing you get the energy. Through breathing you breathe in the cosmic energy, the prana, whatever you may call it, chi. And that's really important, because the more energy you have, the more expanded your aura is. Call it whatever you wish. Aura, energy field, biological field, etheric body field, whatever. The more expanded it is, the bigger your satellite is. The more energy is within you, the more dots and pixels on which the information may land is. So basically the idea is that the more energy you have, the more expanded and more activated your energy centers, such as the crown chakra, third eye, solar chakra, heart chakra, all the nerve energy centers become more activated. So when they are activated, just like you have this body which runs on 18 volts of battery, and to activate the third eye, you need another 36 volts, and you have to get this energy somewhere. Otherwise, you get tired, and you accumulate this energy, and you get this energy, or let's say the third eye, the crown chakra satellite opens up, through the dense of the energy you have, and then the cosmic energy pops in, like the satellite starts working and starts receiving information. And the most important in that case is I would say it politely, shut up your own beingness. It steps aside. And then the next stuff is like you get these energies, you feel shakiness, dizziness, many feelings. I don't call them all unless somebody asks, because they can get through polite feelings and they can get to unpolite feelings. So I don't share all this information because until somebody asks, because I don't want to like frighten anybody or something. Okay, so and then you can get doses of information, energy, and then your inner transformation starts, and it may last up to a year of understanding yourself, understanding your true self, understanding your beingness, your energy holds you back, energy, and so on and so on. And then you will even also understand, is actually channeling for you, or it's something that you want to have like ability in your free time, or you want to do this a full-time work. Because what I know is that many channelers channel like information from their own self, like the information they have read somewhere, the information they have, and based on the question, the information is mixed together and answered. Many channel like transcendental channelings, like their own inner mind and stuff just falls away completely, and they start speaking things they are not aware of, sharing information they receive and they are not aware of. And many also do the same, or mixed mind and the information that come above. So I would say my class of channeling is like it's mixed together. It's mixed together with information which I have, but it's really less, with information that has already been channeled, with information that comes additionally. And many times my difficultest part is that I receive new information through feelings, through energy, understanding, but I have no idea what I'm seeing, I have no idea what I'm looking at. For example, I get cold, like a month ago I got a cold, throat cough, not a month ago, a week ago, and I was asking through channeling, what is this all about? And I start seeing images like, the muscles, the inner organs, when they get cold, you get two types of coldness. One is with infection, that you get temperature, and you get the I don't know the terminology in words, but it's like infection, you get the temperature, and you get the organ, you get the yellow like liquid, I don't know how it's called. Sometimes you do surgeries to take out this liquid. I don't know how it's called. It happens through infections. But in this time I see that it's also white liquid also comes up, and I'm like, what is the goddamn white liquid? It's like a white, bacteria or something. And I started searching, I started talking with people, what is this white? You get two types of infection. One is the white, and when you get the white, you get like the throat actually gets a little bit thicker, like something, like a little bit bigger. And then there's this white, and it also happens to muscles. Muscles also can get a little bit thicker and get the inner white. It's not visible white, it's like you get a little bit thicker, the muscles or something. And I don't know how it's called in English, but I found the name in Latvian. It's called pienskābes. and it actually has to do with muscles not having enough movement, or it has to do with huge movement, and they start producing this white liquid, which then starts spreading all around the body, and all you need to do is just you need to heat up this organ, start increase a little bit temperature to this organ, and then they start to the white liquid starts to disrupt, and starts you can get water it out or something, and this white liquid is most common difficult for people who are old and getting old. You need to drink lots of water, a little bit salt, and you have to have the yoga movements, otherwise your blood system will start to close down with this liquid. It's not like liquid, it's like another type of bacteria. And then I started to also using the channel to search for it. It's all starting to make sense. I just talked with one doctor, and it's like, oh, now it makes sense. But imagine myself, if you're doing a channeling, and you start receiving this information, and then Enrico is like, okay, we will and we want to share this information, but we don't have the name of it because we have never been born on your planet. And this is many times I see a human, he speaks, man, what's bothering me? And I see that there's huge energy, dark field in the heart, and it's just like your heart nerve system has been blocked, and it's because you stress too much, you fear too much, but I don't know how to explain this picture to you. You need to start talking with that person more and more, and then by their answers you start to understand it a little more, and you then expand a little bit more, expand a little more. The information comes through conversation, and it makes all sense for that person, and it makes all sense for me also through these images. But there is a lady here in Latvia which can read information clearly, and this is I believe this is abilities for women even deeper, that they can read clear information. I say, for example, we were talking, and she has the problem with the heart stuffs. Now I know, but then I didn't know what was it. And I asked the beings, okay, just give me something that she can drink that will help her. And I say a brown liquid, a dark brown liquid. I say, hey, it's okay, I see, I don't know the name of it. It's a dark brown liquid, and she instantly, Hofi. I'm like, how do you know? I don't know, I just received the name, Hofi. Is okay, we instantly check online, and yeah, it's the same as the images. So okay, now we put this puzzle together. So this is also interesting that any channeler which will be there, they are channeling informational way, information that will come through, will be unique in its ability, because each and every one of us is unique in ability, and I have a really limited word library, and this is challenging for me. Even in Latvian, it get complicated, and then when it get challenging and complicated, the beings start sharing stories. Okay, we don't know the names, we don't know how to explain it to you, but we will share a story that will describe this energy that we want to share with you a little bit detailed. And they start to share this story, and they start to share the story. And when I was channeling the higher beings, the angels, the heaven-like beings, the white beings of love, they don't talk, they just share emotions and deeper energies, and it's really deep. But let's get to the point of the channeling, that the confucius part of letting it go, and whatever first thing comes in your mind, this is the start. But the idea is that you really need to enter this alpha state, the meditation state, and you can enter this only by practicing and understanding yourself and practicing meditation. And when you get into this state, whatever comes in your mind first after the questions can get and can give you can give you deeper and deeper and dosed energies, with whom you can unlock the channel, your own channel. And overall, the channeling happens only after meditational practices. You can do it with by not knowing what's meditation and being in a meditational state all the times. You know, like you're peaceful and you're calm and you love to relax and love to sit down. Or you are a person that practices meditation and you feel peaceful and energized and loving, for inner peace. But many people I've seen that they meditate like this. I still need to look at their own. And they are something pushing in themselves, and this is not the meditation state also. By talking this, I entered my own meditation state. This is it. Thank you for listening, because if I talk a little bit more, it'll be an hour of speech, but I can speak about this information more and more and more. And there was also, I asked the lady, also this who channels the clear. I said to her, we have never asked entities. For example, I want a house. I'm fed up with living in city. I want to live a little bit outside the city. I want a house, but I don't have the financial support. She's like, she can or we sometimes can clearly talk with dead people. They give information like phone numbers. They give information like the names. And why can't they give names or the ideas? How can we easily get to buy a house? There's like lottery or something. And I started the channel, and there was I was laughing by this information. I was like, yeah, you just I have a flat in Riga. You just I have it on loan, and you just sell your apartment for the bank for the money you own, and move the loan to the house. I was like, oh yeah. She said, this is the easiest. I said, okay, yeah, but they said, well, you still need to pay the loan. I said, oh man, such a genius idea. It's even closer than I thought. And then they said, and you have this. If you sell this, all 3 or 4 stuffs, you can buy a really small house, but overall it's a house. I said, okay, so it's a good idea. But I asked this lady also, and she said that there's another way also for me, is that find somebody who speaks English and wants to advertise myself, like the videos which I'm sharing online in English, do a PR, something like And she said, you cannot do it. I cannot do it. I don't have the time. And I said, okay, yeah, that's true. And she said that you need to find, or that person will find you that can do the PR, and you can travel and speak the stuff and questions overall with the channeling and stuff like this abroad in other countries. And I said, okay, but you need to find it. I said, okay, and it then can be really easy for you. You know, like audience of 100 people, they pay like 30 euros each. It's like 3,000 euros or something. No, I'm just calculating something for the persons who organize this, like 10 to 15 trips in the summer, and voila, it's almost done. It sounds easy. Well, not even speaking about the overall, but I was like, okay, this also sounds like an idea, but where can we find this? And like a week later, there was a lady who called me and said, hey, I want to PR yourself in Latvia. The things you do is really awesome, really great, but the way you give this information, it's like garbage, meaning that I write articles in Latvian, they have mistakes, I post information without any pictures, with any, you know, additional value, like give it some beauty to it. And she said she wants to do it, and also she said you create like conferences also. She also wants to do that, but this is Latvia. I want to say, whoa, I'm looking also for the abroad, and this could be really interesting. And you know, if you know somebody, if you want to try this something, we tried in Sweden, but I think this stuff needs a little bit preparation and more work to do, detailed. So, but anyway, I want to do it. I think I want to do it. I want to move away from the city. Well, overall I can move it anyway. But this was just the information from the channel, and then was like, really nice ideas. But then I thought, yeah, but I have the ability, I have the stuff to, like, yeah, I can get wealthy if I want to. You know, create some websites, create some, you know, channels, some information. But the life is expanding and going into an interesting direction, and I'm just sitting in the boat looking where the life is taking me. So anywhere is great, anywhere is good, so enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. And also for you, enjoy this ride. So it's 33 minutes and 00 seconds it was there, and these numbers being 33, it's thinking and thinking, and 00, letting it go, and 33:11 is like letting it go, thinking, and yeah, exactly. So if you get to a point where you think too much, you talk too much, you do too much, you have the what to do, and then you just let it go. So this is 30:30. Oh yeah, it's a 30:30, 33, it'll be exactly. So bye-bye. And 30:35, 30:34.